It's 2022. A new year, but seem like it's the same shit. So I'm gonna give it a minute here and I'm gonna get started, man. Hope everybody enjoyed their new year. Hope everybody goals that they set, they starting to take place or take hold, or starting to see some traction on that. We're gonna get started here in a second. All right, we at the 1 minute mark, man. So, like I said, Happy New Year to everybody. Hope y'all enjoyed y'all New Year's. As you see the title, it says different year, same shit. And the reason why I titled that way, because it's like the year started off on some bullshit. You had the Antonio Brown situation, which I think is more to that situation than what they portraying, because they always want to portray a black man in a certain light. Now, did he give them the ammunition? Yeah. That's why you got to keep your cool. You gotta outthink these white folk, man. You know what I'm saying? Because now they can make up anything, you know what I mean, and say, yeah. But I'm reading the latest line on that is he said he got proof that he had from a doctor that he had a bad ankle injury, and the coach was basically trying to send him back in. Now they put it all, if he would have made this many catches, he would have made this amount of money. So they, creating a narrative that, like, why wouldn't he want to get his money? Don't black people like money? Isn't that why he in the NFL, to make money? But if he got an ankle injury that can possibly end his career, why would he go back in? So, let's see how that all pan out. But like I said, start off with that. Start off with some deaths. And then, the Omicron still floating around. But as the Omicron still floating around, you got a new variant coming out of France. You got one coming out of Israel, where the flu and the cocoa is mixing together. So if y'all understand the code word cocoa, y'all can put it together. But cocoa and the flu basically they merge together and make one thing. Then France saying they got a new strain. Today is January 5th. Tomorrow is January 6th. Y'all know what happened last year on January 6th last year. So they're going to drag that through the mud. Drag the Republicans through the mud. They're going to drag Trump through the mud. They're going to drag anybody who was in that situation through the mud to rehash and basically regurgitate people's feelings. So that's on the white folks side, right? So that's what they're going to do tomorrow. Now, what they're going to do on the flip side with us is the voting rights. So they're going to get our emotions all stirred up. Like, yeah, the Republicans, they're going to say, this going to be, that's how they're going to play it. All the media pundits going to say their piece. I'm pretty sure Biden going to come out and do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Say what he got to say. Kamala Harris going to make a statement. After they do that, once they then pound the Republicans into the ground, because it's going to, like I said, it's going to rehash not just white folk, but everybody emotions about what happened last year, January 6th, right? So that's why they got everybody on the ropes with their emotions. Once they finish that, they're going to turn to us, which is black folk, and say, hey, by the way, them mean Republicans, them dirty Republicans, them racist Republicans, they trying to make it where y'all can't even vote. Now, the majority of black folk don't like to read, man. We go off headlines and emotions of what somebody done said. So, that's going to stir us up. Because now you're going to have niggas, especially all the bootlicks, all the coons, all the congressional black coons, all the black mayors, all the, black folk that's in some type of political arena. They all going to stir that pot. All going to say the same shit. They all gonna sound the same. It's gonna be like one voice, and they all gonna be sounding the same. They trying to take your voting rights. They trying to take your voting rights. They trying to take your voting rights. And that's all they gonna keep saying. They gonna stir that pot. Now, as they stir that pot from January 6th about the riots and then the voting rights, they gonna piggyback or they gonna turn to back to the Marion, to the one out of France. Because trust me, the one out of France that's in France right now is January 5th. I'll give it to you. I'll give it the end of this week or next week. It's gonna pop up in New York or California, and then it's gonna make its way across the country. If y'all don't see, that's the game. It either pop up in New York, which is a big metropolitan area. It pops up in California, which is a big old state, and then it works its way across the country. And then it goes to Texas, Florida, then Michigan. Like here in Michigan, I'm about to call her something, man. But our governor, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be nice to her. You know what I'm saying? But her husband, he had, or they thought he had, but come to find out he just had flu symptoms. But they had did the whole she might have the cocoa and all that type of shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, they all play their part, man, in that political arena to stir the pot that they need to stir, man. So it's all timed out, like I said. So, you know, you got, like I said, tomorrow, the riot thing, you know what I'm saying, the anniversary of that. You know, they're going to talk about they already been talking about the voting rights, but they're going to definitely, after they get done talking about the riot shit and what happened to the country, the Republicans let the country down and Trump did this and Trump did that, they're going to piggyback to the voting rights, which they already said. They got the new variants coming out. So you know what's next after that, right? They basically, when it come down to voting and all the election shit going to start picking up in the summer. Because after the summer is the fall, and that's when, you know, you vote for the midterms, right? So they got to keep this whole new variants coming out. Oh, this one worse than the last one. And then y'all got to get 4 more boosters and 6 more boosters and blah, blah, blah. And where I'm at here in Michigan State, you know, to go to the Michigan State game, to go to see the basketball game, you got to be fully, you know what I'm saying, V'd up. You got to have a negative test. You know, it's a bunch of shit you got to go through just to go see a game. So you know they're going to play that same type of shit when it comes to voting. See, what's going to benefit them is the mail-in ballots. And it's going to be that same scenario that we just had in 2020 with the voting. If y'all don't see that's a way of cheating, because you can get it, you can, okay, let me get a ballot, let me get 3 ballots, let me get 4 ballots. You can fill out a bunch of ballots, turn them shits in, they're gonna count them. That's what they call it, ballot harvesting. So who does that benefit? Shout out to the one person who popped in the room. But who does that benefit? The Democrats. They just trying to hold on to power long as they can until we, the people, get off the bullshit that we on and recognize the game that we being played. Now, when it comes to all of us, we all got one thing that we need to have in common as far as getting these politicians, because people fail to realize we don't serve them, they serve us, man. I think a lot of people who don't understand government, that's why they trip off, the Republican Party, or people who represent the Republican Party or who are part of the Republican Party. They understand that. For some odd reason, a lot of Democrats, which is a lot of minorities, which we fall in that group as black folk, then you got other people, but we just fail to realize they serve us, man. We don't serve them. Somewhere along the line, we've been brainwashed to think we serve them. They serve us. So if they're not doing their job, they're not doing what they're supposed to do, we got to get them the fuck up out of there. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is the worst 2 politicians ever. And the numbers are showing. They ain't doing shit for the people. Okay, I didn't even vote. So let people say it. Oh, you ain't got none. You ain't got none. Yeah, I do got. I pay taxes. I still got something to say. Even if I didn't vote, they still take money up on my check every 2 weeks. So I still got something to say. And they taking my cheese and giving $450,000 to each illegal, which they ain't never said the amount of legals they're going to get that to. It could be 1 or it could be 1 million. At $450,000 a pop each, y'all do the math. Then in the spending bill that they passed last year towards the end, that they rushed through, they allocated $7 billion for the Afghan refugees. Then I just read today, yeah, student loan recipients are struggling to see the homeowners a dream. You know, that's the American dream, to own a home. That's the American dream. What everybody want to do is own a home. You know, you can own a car. It's nothing to get a car, man. You know what I'm saying? But the main thing folk want to do is buy a nice home in a nice area, in a nice, you know, neighborhood. That's white, black, it don't matter. But they saying due to student loan issues of how much interest and how many people owe student loans, that generation or our generation, because I have student loans, are not able to see that dream. But in the same sentence or in the same arena, they giving $450,000 to the illegals, $7 billion allocated to the Afghan refugees, but then telling us we got to be on the hook for student loans. Now, I'm not the smartest economist, but wouldn't you want the Americans to take some of that debt off of them, like take some of that relief off of them? Because naturally, if you see what's going on with this whole variant virus, lockdowns, got to get a vax card, got to get this, got to get that, right? You naturally gonna pull back on your money, because if y'all notice, you see they ain't said nothing about the numbers for Christmas shopping. You know why? Because it was horrible. People didn't really spend like that. See, if the numbers would have been high, you know they would have been, first thing they would have said is record number of money spent for the holidays and retail stores, and everybody did so. You see, they ain't say that because they haven't done so well. They not doing so well. Hiring is still, they telling you on one end, like you can do the math, man, like this shit is common sense. One end they say, oh, the economy doing good, but then you hear in the same breath, hiring still low. And if they don't say it, I can ride around, you can ride around and see now hiring. Go to Indeed, hiring. So if they got all these companies hiring, from the ones you see visually and the ones you see online, how's the economy doing? How's hiring doing good? Like, make that make sense, dog. The Burger Kings, Wendy's, certain retail shops got to shut down early. You know why? They don't have enough people. That's why they shutting down early. Kroger's, Walmart, they don't have enough people. Usually some stores, you know, I was saying online not too long ago when I was like, man, I miss being able to shop at a 24-hour, you know what I'm saying? For 24 hours, I can go in 2, 3 at night, get what I need to get, and get when I, you know, get on. But they got everybody shopping from what, 7 to 11. Sometimes some people open to 12, but bottom line, they shut the fuck down. They don't have the people, they don't have the personnel to do that, man. So going back to what I said, listen to me, y'all. This is the game they playing, man. Now, all in between, you got I just read, you know, they didn't drop all who Young Dolph murderer is, and you know, the Jason Derulo, he fighting in the damn airport, wherever he's at, because somebody called him Usher. See, these people, man, I know it's hard for y'all to understand this, but this shit is like a movie, and they people play certain parts of the script. That's to throw everybody the fuck off, and everybody worrying about, oh man, what's up with Jason Derulo, whatever how you say the boy name. So everybody, oh man, they put a thing about Young Dolph killer. Oh man, Pooh Shiesty got this time, and this rapper did this, and this person did that, and oh yeah, Kanye was seen out with a model, and they do all this shit to distract y'all niggas, man. Y'all niggas know all about the bullshit, but y'all don't know what's about to happen. And I'm gonna tell y'all, and then I'm gonna get off of here, man. But let me recap. Today is January 5th. Tomorrow is January 6th. They're going to be on TV all day. All the media pundits, all the anchors, all the politicians, including Joe Biden, going to speak about how bad the Republicans did the country. How bad Trump did the country. That's rehashing everybody's emotions. So everybody going to be emotional. So as they stir that emotional pot, then they're going to whip up another pot, and that's going to be us. That's going to be the niggers. They're going to whip up voting rights. Voting rights. They ain't going to allow y'all to vote. Yeah, I'm telling y'all better vote for us and keep rocking with us. Even though we ain't did shit for you, please keep rocking with us. And that's what they're going to be stirring. So as they stir the emotional pot from the riots, you know what I'm saying, from last year, the anniversary, they're going to be stirring that pot of the voting rights with us. And then the other pot they're going to be stirring. They're going to be stirring 3 pots. Them niggas the coldest whippers. Hey, them Democrats and the people who roll with them is the best. Man, you think a dope boy the coldest nigga on the stove? Them niggas going to be the coldest nigga on the stove. You hear me? They're going to whip the riot pot up, the anniversary of that. They're going to whip the voting rights pot, which is us. These all emotions. Then the variants. Because people actually is dying. But to me, this is a pandemic. I don't care how you cut it, how you slice it, because they dropping each variant like perfect timing. Like soon as one like die down, they drop another one. You understand? And as they drop the new variant, then that's when they drop a new booster, a new this company has this, and you know the CDC recommends that they take this. That's all the emotions, because people actually got people that's dying. This is true, but they're not telling y'all the people that's dying have underlying issues. You don't have a lot of healthy people, you know what I mean, dying from no goddamn cocoa. They either had some underlying diabetes, heart issues, high blood pressure. They had something going, obesity. They had something already on the table in their body, man. That's what they not telling y'all. Even if you look in your own family, you know, and you know, black folk, we real secretive, but at the same time, we do run our mouths. Now, you know, if your uncle, auntie, cousins, or whoever passed away, y'all know somewhere along the line, you either gonna know up front or you're gonna know on the back end that they have some health issues going on. Trust me, because black folk, that's first thing. If a person died, first thing black folk do is how they die. Oh, they died from the cocoa? Man, I wonder what they had. Then they find out, you know what I'm saying? A grandma, ain't somebody gonna say something like, yeah, you know, Charles was dealing with diabetes and whoop-de-whoop and whoop-de-whoop. So they're playing off that emotion of death. See, the variants ain't nothing but death. Got everybody scared to death. Don't nobody want to get together. Everybody masked up. Everybody scared to kind of be around, especially the older family members, man. Like, if y'all got any older family members, you down there got to come over there with a hazmat suit. They got them, because all they do is sit around and watch TV all day. So, you know, you watch the news all day. That's death, destruction, and the world gonna end type shit anyway. So they scared as hell. They got them taking all kind of shots, and a lot of them dying. A lot of them dying. That's what they're not telling you either. A lot of people dying from them shots, man. You know what I mean? So y'all can, you know, juggle and play with your life if you want to with them shots. You know, it's your body. You know, just like when it comes to abortion, my body, my health. Yeah, that's your body. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but man, just be mindful of what's out here, man. You know what I mean? Be mindful of putting that shit in your kid's body and your own body. That's all I can tell you. You know what I mean? Research for real, for real. You know what I mean? Because the best system we got, God already gave it to us, man. If he didn't want, that's what I'm saying. You got church people, man, like, not to be loud, but you got church. Oh, I love Jesus and I got faith, and I'm still gonna go get it. So you believe in Jesus and got all this faith. If you really believe in God and believe in all that, man, then you'll know that God already gave you. It's called an immune system. Only people who drop dead like that, period, even without the cocoa in the world, just when people die, period, you know what I'm saying? Either they got some compromised immune shit going on, cancer, AIDS, you know, just different things, you know, their immune system already hit, man. Why did they kill Dr. Sebi? Because he told y'all he can cure AIDS, cure cancer, cure this and cure that. You can naturally cure your body. You just got to take all the bullshit out your body. But they have y'all to believe, or have us to believe, we need all this man-made shit in our body. So that's all a new V is. Oh, take this new V. I know you already took 4 shots, but take this 5th one. This one really gonna protect you. And if y'all think about it, all it's doing is destroying your body. If you think about it, it's destroying your natural way to protect yourself. So that's why I said a lot of people dying from the shots, because each shot you take is destroying your natural way of healing yourself. So like I said, you got 3 pots they're gonna stir up top of the year, and that's why I'm calling it same, different year, same shit. We just came out of 2021 of some bullshit. 2020 was some bullshit. So this is our third year going to some bullshit. Second year, but it's going to turn into the third year. So watch the games that they play, man. Listen to what I'm telling you. January 6th, motions, riots, people died, people felt like the country was let down, Trump, blah, 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 right? Now, because like I said, they're going to use this, especially Joe Biden, because his numbers is in the tank. So he got to get in front of the people and convey to them like, yeah, see, when he was in office bringing up some old shit to negate the shit they not doing. Inflation, joblessness. I mean, everything going wrong. The border. I mean, everything going wrong with this administration. But all they got to do is bring y'all back to the orange nigga. I'd rather have an orange nigga right now than them two niggas. Oh, man, you like racist. Dude, do y'all understand that these white folk everywhere is racist, man? The job you at right now, or you just got off an hour ago, you don't think they racist? You don't think your boss is racist, man? You don't, if you work for GM, you really think GM CEOs and top people not racist? They just haven't been caught saying no shit. And they smile in you niggas' faces and pat you on your head like, good job, little boy. And y'all be so geeked to be liked by them and not knowing that like where was I at? I was just telling my wife, but I was at Fresh Time grabbing some vitamins, top of the year, you know, get all my vitamins and, you know, keep my shit up, right? I go in, I'm walking around, white little girl come out, white little liberal. See this, see, I gotta be able to read in between the lines. See, I'm a nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga that from the streets, but I got some smarts about me too, man. I ain't saying I'm Albert Einstein, but I ain't no boo the fool either. So as I'm looking at the vitamin, she come out like, hey, can I help you find anything? And I'm like, no, I'm good. So she say, hey, you know, Wednesday we having our all vitamin sale, where everything is this X amount of, you know, price is gonna be basically cheaper, right? So what she's saying to me is, hey nigga, you might not want to buy these vitamins today because it costs a little bit more. I don't know if you can be able to afford these vitamins, but if you come back Wednesday, they're gonna all be on sale. That's how white liberals do you, man. Like, that's very condescending. Like, bitch, you think I ain't got no money? You understand? That's how they do us, man. And that's why niggas like that, man. She's not being nice. She's being very condescending and racist or a bigot. Why would you tell me the day was either Sunday or Monday? It's one of them days. Why would you tell me Wednesday? It ain't nowhere near Wednesday. Why the fuck you tell me about some shit that's gonna go on sale? Like, that don't help me. Bitch, can I get more sale now? Okay, no, I can't get more. So that means I'm about to pay full price. I got the money, obviously, to pay full price. Man, go on about your business. But y'all want to be liked by white folks so bad, man. That's why we keep losing in the political arena. When we ask for reparations, they split us. You always gonna have the niggas. Well, I don't need, you know, the buck kissers and the buck dancers and all them niggas. You know what I'm saying? We don't need no. All we need is an opportunity. But then they turn around and get $7 billion to the refugees. What about they? Why they can't work their way up? Why they need $7 billion then? You need money in this world, man. You need money in a capitalistic society. They telling us opportunity, but they not giving us opportunity. Why do they give us? Man, you can get a student loan ASAP, but then to get a business loan, you down there got to give your life or your first child up. You know why they make it harder for us to get houses and car loan? I mean, not car loan, because they give you a car loan in a heartbeat too. They make it hell on hard water, you know what I'm saying, to get a home loan or a business loan, because they know that's going to put us ahead. Because obviously, if you go for a business loan, you done already thought this shit through. Like, you done already thought of the marketing plan, how you going to do it, how you going to spend this money. Yeah, so they know you already own your shit. Same thing with a home loan. You didn't research where you want to live at. You didn't research the home, blah, 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 blah. that's gonna put you in a certain type of place that they don't want you to be. Now, if you notice, everybody else around us benefits. Like, have you ever sit and thought, damn, how Iraqi or Asian or everybody that's in our hood eating off us, how did they come to our hood and just eat off us like that? Is it that they smarter than us? That can't be it. We've been here our whole life. We should know the system inside and out and in. They credit better than us? How they come from a different country with no credit? Their credit start at 750. Like, think about this shit, man. Everybody benefit from everything but us. They want us to keep voting, but we don't get nothing. Like, soon as we get to talking, because you know Joe Biden, Kamala, all the politicians going to be hitting the airways, because midterms, they trying to hold on to them seats in the Senate and in the Congress, because they don't want to lose power. Because if they lose power, then that means nothing going to go through for them on when Joe Biden and Kamala Harris little agendas that they want to push through. That shit going to be dead in the water. They're going to have a lame duck session for 2 years, because ain't nothing going to get done. Republicans definitely ain't going to let them do shit. They blocking everything. So they're going to get on the air and scare us. Remember January 6th, voting rights, new variant. Because like I said, when it comes to that new variant, they're going to do the whole mail-in shit, man. And the mail-in shit is what benefits them, because nobody get to show their ID. See, the in-person voting is the best way to do it, and everybody need to show their ID. Yes, I said it. As a black man, yes, everybody need to show their ID. For me to go to the club, I got to show an ID. For me to go get some drink, I got to show an ID. If my wife leave her purse in Walmart and I call back up there and say, hey, my wife left her purse, soon what they gonna tell me? Make sure you bring your ID to make sure we know who the fuck you, just to pick a purse up. Everything you need a fucking ID, dog, to be. If the police roll up on me right now, I'm in the car parked. Where's your ID? Somebody broke into a building next door, or wherever I'm at, somebody done did something. They gonna need to see what? My motherfucking ID. If I don't got no ID, guess what they can do? Take my ass to jail until they can identify me. So when they try to portray this narrative that black folk don't have an ID, we the main ones that got an ID out here. Now, the shit might be expired. A lot of niggas should be expired. But we got an ID. Man, I never forget getting an ID when I was 17, 18, or I couldn't wait to get my ID. I think I was 16. I think I had to be like 6. Because I had a driver's license at 16. So yeah, I had an ID at 16. I want to say 15 because I had a permit. Yeah, I've been driving since 15. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, man. So this whole narrative that black folk ain't got, no, that's for the Afghans and the illegals that come through this bitch and vote, because they don't have no ID. They're not part of this country. So yeah, they can get a mail-in ballot, fill that bitch out, turn it in, and they get counted. That benefits the Democrats. Why you think they giving them money? It's kind of like, if you want to look at it from a bribery standpoint, they're kind of like bribing them. Okay, we're going to give y'all each illegals $450,000 each. Go tell y'all other friends, if they cross the border and they get treated a certain type of way, that they possibly can get $450,000 from America, and Joe Biden, the Kamala Harris, and the Democrat Party stamps that. So make sure when y'all cross over that y'all vote for us. Afghan refugees, we're going to give y'all $7 billion to make sure y'all can relocate, get homes and businesses and all the kind of shit they need. Make sure y'all vote for us. We the ones who gave y'all that money. You understand? That's what that's for. That's what the voting rights ain't. It ain't no way they can tell a nigga they can't vote. Even if you don't have an ID, you still, let's say they do implement a universal ID thing, you ain't got no ID. They still gotta, okay, what's your name? All right, we give you the special ballot. They give you a special ballot, blah, blah, blah. You fill that out, you get counted. Because they know who you is. You got an address and everything. Your shit is gonna be on a separate end. They're gonna have to do a little more research on you to verify you, basically. So don't let these hunkies and let these folk scare y'all, man. Reparations, nigga. Let's get the cheese we want, we need. Everybody else getting bread but us. We can't even get, they had black women. I hate to laugh, man, but they had y'all so going with the ski and had Kamala Harris with Chuck Taylors on and different shoes and shit. And yeah, we gonna get rid of student loans. Joe Biden, yeah, we gonna, and black women like, yeah, because the majority of the debt is owned by black women. Because black women going to school at hella numbers. They're getting hella degrees, but they got hella debt. Look what they did. Still ain't did nothing for y'all. And think about the election cycle. Think how they did this in 2020. They split us. Black men ain't shit. Black women, y'all run the world. Y'all really believe that shit? We in the same pot, nigga. But since y'all see that y'all have a little more advantage over us, y'all like, oh yeah, I'ma shit on these niggas. Because they playing to y'all emotions of bad relationships, don't have a father, didn't grow up with a father. They playing off y'all emotions. And look, y'all still stuck with student loan debt. They ain't did nothing for y'all. If they, okay, let's separate black folk. Okay, why they ain't just do nothing for y'all then? They should have made, hey, all black women, since y'all voted the most, y'all always vote black men don't do shit. Then why they ain't do nothing for y'all just yet? Now, with, like I said, this election cycle coming up, why try they do this shit, the separate and divide shit again? And they're gonna have y'all bouncing around, ski you. Yeah, this time they really gonna do something for us. But they know y'all track history. No disrespect, sisters, but they know y'all deal with a man after he done cheated on you, beat you, and you give a nigga 4 or 5 chances. So it's only right that you're gonna get a Democratic, especially the white man and the white woman, 4 or 5, then they're 10 chances. Before y'all really wake up and realize, damn, they ain't gonna do shit for us. Because trust me, if Joe Biden was a black man and Kamala Harris was an authentic black woman and they would have made them promises, y'all niggas are being uproar right now. But since Kamala got a little bit of whiteness in her, she got a white man, Jewish white man as her husband, and you got the white man Joe Biden and his white wife, that's a Jew. Y'all like, ooh, y'all want to be liked by them so tough. So black folk, we gotta get on code, man. All of us, man. Let's get this reparations. Let's get this money, man. We need money. Little black boys around here in the hood killing each other. Why? Because there's no opportunities. That's what they not talking about. They making it like it's easy for, I got a 14-year-old about to turn 15-year-old. It's not easy for young black boys. They not, who's screaming black boy magic? Everybody's screaming black girl magic. If you know it's all the business, when you hear, oh, new business owner, who do they say? Black woman, black girl. Ooh, she started lemonade stand, and now she making $30 billion a year selling lemonade. They ain't propping up black boys like that. A lot of black boys don't have their fathers. They mothers still trying to find their nigga. So their mom not fully watching them because they trying to find them still a nigga. Somebody to love them. Who's loving them? Who's loving the young boy? If the father ain't around, the mama trying to find love, who loving them? The gangs, the streets. It's not rocket science of what's going on in the hood, man. In my city, my hometown, Lansing, Michigan, everybody scratching their head. We done had down at 30 murders. Lansing only averaged like 5, 6 murders a year, maybe 7. Down at 30 murders. And a majority of them, I know they mamas. And if I don't know them, like the mama, son, damn, he got murdered. If I don't know them like that, maybe it's the next generation. But I guarantee you, I know they daddies and they mamas. If it's, you know what I'm saying? So out of 20 something murder, them at 30 murders, man, I know 80% of them, indirectly or directly. And people scratching their head, man, why these boys? Man, y'all know. We in the community. We know the daddy been beefing with the baby mama been beefing with the baby daddy. We got this group called Petty Group. Everybody in the Petty Group telling everybody business, who got AIDS, who got herpes, and who slept with who, and who gave who. Man, listen, man. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Now the offspring that got old enough now. So all the drama, all the backbiting, all the fake ass shit that goes on, the city, man, the city's small as shit. Everybody know everybody. And it's a city where everybody want to know everybody. I can see if it was a small city where folk didn't want to know, like, man, I don't really care about such business. No, people really want to know your business. It kills them to not know your business. Like, yo, who he sleeping with? That's why you can't jump in a bitch inbox, because soon you jump in her inbox, she gonna tell 3 bitches gonna tell 10 bitches. Next you know, everybody gonna know, hey man, you was in old girl inbox. But when it comes to this violence, everybody scratching their head, they don't know what the fuck going on. Y'all know what's going on. These kids don't have no opportunities. The mayor, Andy Short, his punk ass, you know what I'm saying, acting like he don't, man, y'all know what's going on. These boys don't have no opportunities. That whole basketball and football shit is dead. Why you don't have intellectual shit? Why no chess clubs? Why no things where, you know, these young boys can work with their hands, you know, trade school, something like that, man. Give these boys some type of opportunity, man. That football, basketball shit don't pan out. Does it teach teamwork and how to work together with a team? Yeah, I'll give you that. I'm not gonna knock sports as a whole, but we always pushing our kids. That's the first thing we do, is give some type of group $50,000. They spend $10,000 on the kids and pocket 40. It ain't shit to go get no little jerseys. It don't cost shit to rent a gym. It don't cost shit to get the little basketballs. And the niggas get around, get a little whistle, blowing that whistle, run laps and all. Man, that ain't shit, man. But they didn't pocket the 40. That's what they do in our community, man. I never forget going to a place called Black Child Family Institute. I don't know if they're around anymore, but I never forget they got a grant for like almost $100,000. And they were saying, hey, you can get a new computer, a laptop. I go to the class. We all sit in the class. We get to the part where they, gonna divvy up, the next week. Like, we're going to go to this class, and then next week, we're going to divvy up the computers, the laptops, or whatever they're trying to get to us. We go down to the basement for some odd reason, and we see a bunch of old-ass, floppy disk-ass computers. These are computers we going to get. So basically, they went and bought some refurbished-ass computers. Never got the laptops. And they probably only spent not even $10,000. Because it was a certain amount of people, you had to sign up for this shit. So only a certain amount of people can go to the class. They basically pocketed $90,000. They ended up getting in trouble for it. That's what kind of took Black Child Family Institute down, because they was pocketing the money. They didn't give a fuck about them kids or us kids at the time. They wanted the money. That's what they do in the black community. Then you wonder why these kids running around here killing it, because the gangs love them. They gangs are showing them love. Yeah, it's dysfunctional love. It's crazy, but that's the love. Oh man, he's a gang leader, but he taking me up under his wing. He teaching the wrong shit, but he feel like he's loved. That's why my brother got into a gang. We didn't have a dad coming up. I never forget when my brother got jumped in. Never forget that. He came on my grandma's porch and like, what? Yeah, I got in the fight, but he had got jumped in, man. He wasn't getting that type of love in the household, man. So I know firsthand how this shit go, man, of why kids get into gangs. My brother got into a gang behind that bullshit. Like, this shit's serious, man. Y'all gotta stop playing, man. We need money and opportunity for these young black boys and girls. But definitely the black boys, because they sinking, and they slowly sinking, man. Like, for real, for real. Like, right now, I just read about in New York, they done caught 17 black boys in a gang junction and all this type of shit. And then, if y'all peep game, like, peep this, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this, man. If y'all peep game, yes, they letting out all the old niggas. They let out Southwest T, all the old niggas. They letting out all the old drug dealers, all the old niggas, right? You know why? Because them niggas got health issues. And they can't work how they need to work in these prisons, because they dealing with health issues and they old. So they're gonna let these niggas out. You know why? Because they filling the prison up with a whole bunch of other young niggas. Here in Detroit, that's all they murder, shot, killed, robbed, steal. Lock up, lock up, lock up, lock up, lock up. And if they don't lock them up, they kill them. This is the game that they running, man. This is how it's going down out here, man. Same, different year, same shit, man. Y'all enjoy y'all night, man. Peace.